So what I was gonna say here is, you're not getting close to BKB, right? So I was going to pay attention whether you are choosing to join the right team fight, because at this point, I mean 26, I don't think you can do shit without BKB.
I actually I think when we were reading out profile here, I specifically asked if we could hold off until I got my BKB.
Hmm.
But then they were going for it, and I was like, well, I don't feel like I have as much of a choice. I think I should just go for it because, I don't have the BKB, but if they're committing, then I should also commit. Which is kind of a trap I fall into a lot of the time, I feel.
Yeah, I mean.
Do you happen to know about how? Yeah, and I just die really easily. I don't think we get a single kill out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, the Halberd. We actually ended up with 2 Halberds on our team. There were like 3 or 4 Halberds in that game because AM went Halberd straight away after this as well, after his Manta, I think. So this is kind of off topic, but with I don't suppose you happen to know when TA can and should, because TA is able to solo Roche, isn't she? Or at least take Roche, or with the team take Roche a lot earlier than a normal team would be able to.
I think TA can literally solo Roshan with just Desolator, right?
Right, okay. So as soon as I have Desolator, if I can just get in there without being noticed, then I can. Alright.
I've seen a lot of people just using Blink Dagger to just sneak in there, or even self-smoke.
I would probably self-smoke, yeah.
Yeah, that totally. That's something that I should have mentioned in the much earlier game. We don't really want to go back, but yeah, if you can feel that nobody can notice you, like let's say Spectre just popped his ultimate and it's on cooldown for a long time. So if you go inside a Roshan pit with the smoke, then nobody can notice you, right? So you can pick your own timing. But all I'm saying here, the reason I wanted to pay attention from on that fight is, I don't think you should have joined the fight. To be honest, the reason comes from realizing that I cannot do anything without BKB at this point. Like I just can't.
Yeah.
But you thought,
Alright.
for some reason,
That's
like
good to know.
yeah.
Because it was being bitched out of my ear about me not showing up to fights, especially in the game before I played a TA as well, and I was told I should just come to this one. I was like, all right, I'll give in to the peer pressure.
I know.
I think I'm really bad at choosing a balance between farming and fighting though, or pushing and fighting. So like, because there are plenty of fights that I should, like the one earlier you told me to head to the tier 1 top. Like even if I had TP available, or maybe I did at the time, I don't remember. I wouldn't have chosen to go there.
Yeah.
Just because I wouldn't have thought it was a fight I could or should have taken.
You're good. Like you're immediately analyzing what you did right, what you did wrong. I really like that. But for this one, yeah, even if nobody got the Heaven's Halberd, I don't think you survived this. So what I think would help you is, this is information war. Like without information we cannot speculate well. So every time you had a chance to click on the enemy heroes because they were visible on the map, just click, right? Click, 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 click. Just to take a measure of them, how farm they are, how fast they can kill us or kill me, right? And Ogre has Urn of Shadows and Ignite. Ignite plus Urn will very, very quickly dispose the charge of the reflection.
Completely get rid of it, yeah.
So, and yeah, of course, discuss Heaven's Harbor. So I don't think there is any chance for you to win any fight without BKB. I think you could have arrived to the conclusion if you just simply checked their levels and items. Like it's like doing the mathematics, but in a more abstract way. He's level 15. He's this farm, this farm, this farm. This plus this equals I cannot win. That must be my conclusion, right? So keep practicing on that. Do you think you could have won the fight? No, now that we are seeing that, like this information.
Oh, if I had BKB, could we have won the fight? Or
no, all I'm saying is like if you did check like their itemization, their levels, like the what I'm doing right now, like.
I can't promise I would have come to that conclusion. The Halberd would probably have been the one thing that tipped me off the most, actually. I think that's the one thing I would have thought of. If they have the Halberd, then I really need the BKB or even a Lincoln's, but probably not as the initiation. Sorry, when we're coming to the fight.
Yeah. Okay.
So like pre-pop the BKB.
Yeah. So have that in your mind. You need to have this in your habit. Clicking to check the item additional levels. Like what I just did. Ignite and Urn of Shadows would completely destroy my reflection charge. We can start from there, right? All that small thing. If he charges me and casts Heaven's Halberd, like I'm done. And if Sven uses Aghanim Scepter, Storm Hammer on me after I was under the effect of Ignite and Urn of Shadows, as I lose my reflection charge, then I'm dead, right?
Yeah.
If this guy ruptures me, then I'm also dead, right? All that thing should be like, should have been considered. And if you did that, I'm sure you could have arrived at the conclusion that you just can't join any team fight, even if that means your team loses the fight because they just fight without you. Then you just let them die. You just farm for the BKB. That's what you do, right? Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Joining this team fight was a big mistake. I think by dying right there is already minute 27, and you lost the momentum, to say. Yeah, you're dying here.
Like committed to a very bad team fight.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys want this team fight, that means Roshan right away, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That would have been the first thing I said. Yeah, I'm familiar with like the wind fight, and either if you're near a tower and you've got the wave pushed, maybe take the tower. But Roshan is generally preferable because even if you take the tower, if they don't contest it, then you've still got the Aegis, so you can push it even further.
So if you guys actually won the fight because you got BKB in the fight, because like we said, you play slightly better from the beginning, like you got a little bit more farm, maybe 1 or 2 more kills, I'm sure this BKB could have been a little bit faster. So imagine with BKB, I think you guys win this fight. And if you win this fight, it means Roshan. If you get Roshan, it means free tower, free tower, free tower. And that could also mean just win, right? So in other words, if the enemy team had a medallion or something, that means because they just won this fight, it means Roshan for them, right? So I'm not sure if any one of them is carrying medallion or not, but
no,
I don't think so.
No, but I think they might have just gone Roshan anyway at this point because they've got the damage, right?
Yeah.
The armor reduction. Yeah, they're pinging it. Yeah, they went for it. It makes sense. Like they're easily able to do it. And we had the TA trap. You can't see it easily, but that's what the little help arm blow was.
Yeah. So having seen that, just be really careful. And this is the time where you should have been aware that if we happen to lose, it means Roshan for them, right? If we had that conclusion, then you would have been a little bit more careful during the team fight, right? Because if you are alive, right? If you're alive, and let's say you're alive, Anti-Mage is alive, but Crystal Maiden and Lion died, then I don't think the enemy team can go for Roshan right away. I really don't think so. It's not that easy for them.
It's a lot risky, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that easy for them. So, yeah, this was another game-deciding moment that I would say. It's right here. Spectre is now very fun. He's level 17. He wasn't getting bullied too much in the early game because, TA didn't make that much efforts on trying to hunt down Spectre. So he's pretty healthy. Got a lot of items, Division Blade. He's getting close to Manta Style, Blade Meal. Level 17, look at his KDA, very healthy. TA cannot out-carry Spectre, right? So, time is, yeah. Now the time is there on side. They are going to slowly win unless, I don't know, Anti-Mage happens to, I don't know. He's not even getting, he's going Heaven's Halberd, okay. So that's whatever, but Spectre is still going to out-carry everyone. That's what I feel, yeah. So
Halberd wasn't a good pick for Anti-Mage here, right? Like, even though we're getting, like, creamed by Sven, like, it's still not an excellent choice for him.
Well,
right?
Heaven's Halberd actually was in meta for a while, even for Anti-Mage. Yeah, a lot of pro players, they do get meta.
I vaguely remember that.
Right. They get Heaven's Halberd right away. Because the item is just so good.
The status resistance, right? And the
and then also the evasion.
As well as the active, it's a lot of things. Right, yeah, that's true. It's like a lot of good things.
Yeah, so Anti-Mage only dies to... In the mid to late game, Anti-Mage is still very hard to kill with the magical damage. Because he's Anti-Mage, right? So we gotta kill him with the physical damage. But imagine Anti-Mage having Heaven's Halberd around the time. He has evasion, he has a status resistance, he's now somewhat immune to the physical damage, right? So like it just makes him almost unkillable with Heaven's Halberd plus Manta Style. That's why
plus, if he has any lifesteal at all, then that's even more lifesteal.
Yeah. That's why this item is really favored these days. So I have no issue with anyone getting this, to be honest.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yep. So I think this is the beginning of the end. They will take the lead. Spectre will be farming everywhere in the map, and
Yep.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, after this point, we just lost. I think we just lost like map control, and the game just spiraled down the sink. We just didn't have any space to farm, and we were kind of too scared to do anything.